Well, good morning, everyone. You are on the lifeboat. This is Captain Spanx Calhoun speaking. How's everyone doing? I had a thought this morning. Let's make Monday great again. I thought that was hilarious. I woke up and I was like, I'm going to make Monday great again. Valerie 102, good to see you. Ben Bacon Bits, Kristen Melinda, Seventh Son, Dennis from Boston. Hey guys, how you doing? Glad you're here. It's a Monday. You know what that means? That means we're going to make it great again. I'm feeling great. I know the title said back to it like a bad toothache, but it's Monday, so we're just back to it, back to it like a bad toothache. My tooth feels fine. I just figured it was relevant. It was relevant because we are going to get at this Monday like we get at a toothache. We're gonna handle it. We're gonna handle the business. Monday is gonna kick so much butt. And yeah, we're just gonna start with that. We're gonna open with that. I live for now. Tara Smiling, Lord Kiss Freak, Mira Dira. Good to see you guys. Hey there. Roberta, hate toothaches. Me too. Hope I didn't trigger anybody with a toothache. But yeah, it's Monday. Weekend's never long enough, but we're here. So we're going to make the best of it. We're going to meet life on life's terms. West Coast Fancy Nancy, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, it is 7 a.m. here in Arizona in Tucson, and everything seems all right. Everything seems good. I'm going to make some pancakes with some of that real maple syrup later, do some laundry, and probably go to Walgreens. It's going to be so exciting. I can't even wait. It's going to be great. I made amazing pasta last night. I did not take any pictures because I was so hungry. I couldn't even wait to take pictures. So we'll have to take pictures in the future. But maybe I'll take a picture of my flapjacks today. The problem with my flapjack production is that I have like one pan for making. I guess I could use my big pot now, but I don't think I want to mess up my pot making pancakes. Anyways, so I have to do like one pancake at a time. I could do two if I really pressed it, but by the time I have a full stack, like most of them are cold. So I have to like make a pancake, eat it while I'm making another pancake. It's kind of whack, but whatever. They're still delicious. Yes, I feel like that a lot, Kristen Melinda. Kristen says sometimes pasta doesn't translate on camera. I feel like a lot of the food that I make, unless it's tacos, just doesn't translate. Even the tacos, it's like, dang, I could have really done a whole lot more here. A rotini, are those certain kinds of noodles? Miradira? Good morning, Lacey Silver. Good to see ya. Brianna Miller. Just got done watching a live stream where dude was so rude and impatient with chat. I immediately thought of you and how nice you are. Aw, thank you for being so kind and making this a safe space. Absolutely. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. I think in general, if I'm going to make waves, I'd like them to be positive, I'd like whatever lasting impact I have on this world, I'd like it to be positive. So I try to just do that as much as possible, And that person who is super rude and impatient with the chat, he probably wouldn't be acting like that if everything was right in his world. You know what I mean? Like, think about that for a second. That's pretty heavy. He probably wouldn't be acting like that if everything was right in his world. And I hate to stick up for people that are being jerks, but that's the kind of perspective I try to have, right? Try to view everybody just as someone trying to do their best. Maybe they're failing. That's okay. Everyone does. We all fall, right? But sorry you went through that. I'm glad you're here. Now we get to be kind to each other. So that's all, that's all there is to it, really. I use my oven on 150 degrees to keep pancakes warm. Oh my. Place the cakes on a cookie sheet or whatever you have. I'll probably just put them in there flat on like a pizza because I I don't have a baking sheet right now, but maybe I'll get one at Walgreens. Who knows? Just wanted to shout out to Ray, Gutter Boy, Jason P, REA, dog sitting, and one got bit by a rattlesnake. They found an ER while I was driving and gave me directions and called the vet. Wow. Pulling out the Molesky. Ray, Gutter Boy, Jason P, and REA. You guys are legends. This is what it's all about here. People hanging out in Discord after hours. Something comes up, handled. Making me very, very proud. Very, very proud. I'm going to have to do this. Thanks for the life hack, Tara. And Valerie. Corkscrews. We're talking about cats. Pupper is fine. That's what we want to hear right there. Whilst keeping me calm. Epic. Legendary. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Ray, Gutter Boy, REA, and Jason P. Michael J. Hey there, how you doing? Good morning, Shannon Smith, Becca Jean. Remind me, I have this delicious Mariposa blend here. I have to say, I think that this one's my favorite out of all the coffee. I mean, it is whole beans, so it's probably fresher because I grind it every morning. So maybe it's not a fair comparison, but the flavors in this one are just wild, out of this world. The first pancake is totally always the worst one, and the last one has potential, but isn't always the best. Wall, Ben. I remember the day that you were like, oh my gosh, I have a stalker. It was like a bucket list thing for you, wasn't it? Now you're having second thoughts. Oh, rotini looks like a corkscrew. I could do rotinis for sure. I like the just the big fat straws. I forget what those are called. Like with some mozzarella or some Parmesan. Ooh. But I'm not really a hater on any noodle shape. I'm a big fan of shells, regular noodles, although angel hair might be my least favorite. It's like if I'm not doing angel hair with garlic and butter, it's like why do I have angel hair? You know? That's how I feel about it. Offer still stands to pose as your other stalker and intimidate them. The rabbit hole deepens. I think it is I don't know how to say that. Penne. Yeah, delicious. Just like the big, like they're cut on a slant, so it's like it looks pointed on the end, but they're just like big cylinders that are like, I don't know, maybe as long as your thumb or as long as your finger if it's a nub. Why do they call it Discord? Seems opposite of connection. Very off-putting. Yeah, I think they call it that, and this is just my assumption because it was my experience. A lot of the Discord channels are mainly voice chat, and when you get a bunch of people in a voice chat, people tend to talk over each other. It seems quite discordant, but it does end up getting its own little flow. That's not largely the way that we do our Discord. We do have voice channels, but they're not at that level of activity frequently. So, but I think Discord is just a joke on people talking over each other in voice chats because there's a slight delay with the connection. So you'll be saying something, but it won't get to someone until like a second or two, right? So the way it all washes out, it's kind of like talking to someone on Facebook Messenger, like using Messenger to make a phone call. Like it kind of seems a little delayed. It's like that. But that's just my assumption. I don't really know. It is off-putting. Discord is the exact opposite of connection. Discord. But we use it for connection strictly. Perfect al dente. I'm a fan. Yeah, I don't like the crunch or the mushy. I like it al dente for sure. I definitely don't like it unevenly cooked. And I think that happens like on the bottom layer a whole lot. So sometimes I'll try to like stir it more than I think I should. I don't know. It's been a while since I cooked those noodle types, so I'm not entirely sure if they are always that way or not. If they are, I'm not into it. I don't like the crunch and the mush. I don't like the different like texture variance is really cool in certain things like chocolate, candy, I don't know, other stuff. But in noodles, like if the texture variance is like a crust of cheese, like maybe. But the crunchy noodle with next to the mushy noodle, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And you know, Becky Jean, that's quite all right. Becky Jean says, I still haven't figured out Discord. I guess I'm set in my ways. I can relate as well. I get very set in my ways. There's no big deal. It's all up to you what you want to do, you know? No pressure. Jason P, good looking out. Good to see you. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hi from North Georgia. Can't stay as I'm not feeling the greatest. I just want to pop in and say hi. Well, thanks for doing so, Miss Sunrise Dawn. You guys make me hungry. I'm sorry, Shannon Smith. I'll help you out and stay on that diet. We could talk about food some other time. They named it Discord because there was a lot of beef in the gaming scene when the app was created. They called it out in the name as a way to try and crush the beef. Interesting. That's silly. Yeah, I remember there were other programs like Ventrilo and TeamSpeak that we had used up until a certain point, and then it was all Discord. I stopped talking just long enough to hear that the Black Dahlia murder is playing in the background. Izzy E, good morning. Good to see you. Well, either way, Shannon, thanks for speaking up. I definitely should, I should be thinking about stuff like this, I think. Oh my gosh, a really good grilled cheese with tomato soup. I'm sorry, right into it. That would slap really hard right now, I have to say. TKD for life. Good morning. Bless to crochet. Hey there. Good to see you guys. We are going to make Monday great again. We're going to make Monday great again. Back at it like a bad toothache. It's Monday, so you know what that means. It's going to be great. She calls it gravy. Well, the Admiral will be going live today at 9 or 10. Today he hit me with the 9 or 10. So let's give him some we'll give him some leeway. The Admiral will be gracing the stage with his presence at 9 or 10 Pacific AM, right? So an hour or two after this ends, after this stream. So make sure to check him out. He's a lot more practiced and he has just that flavor to him, you know. He has that sauce, if you will, that gravy. So yeah, check him out. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications. If you like what we do here, it certainly makes a difference on our end. Sweet Tea, good morning. Hey there. Oh my, you keep bringing up the sourdough. I might have to make some myself. Have you guys been doing your journal prompts? What do you guys think so far? A little feedback, maybe? Are they working? What are y'all's experience with them? I feel like it was gravy in where I was in Houston, but I might be wrong. Scooby Lee, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Still right here. Blessed to crochet, not happy. My husband and I go to counseling and support each other. I guess we weren't improving fast enough. The counselor wanted to try us separately. My husband told her, no, he needs my support. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what her intention was. Love, love, love the prompts. I like the prompts. It takes me to another place instead of just doing my own. This morning's prompt had me thinking it would be a quick one pager, but it turned into like 3.5. Wow, I'm proud of you guys. Drinking my Irish black tea from Ireland. Well, salud. Cheers, man. How do I find the prompts? I'm glad you asked, Brianna. I'll show you. Whoa, what's this? We won't want that. Let's go here. Please hold. So if you check this out, this is the Lifeboat channel page. Like if you were to just click on the Lifeboat, right? The name under the title. And then here at the top, we have home, videos, shorts, live, playlists, and community, all tabs. Community tab. If you click on the community tab, I've been posting after the evening boat every night. I've been posting journal prompts for the evening and then the following morning. This one was about my dad. But if you scroll down, we have journal prompts. I think we started on the 1st, May 1st. Since it's taking so long to get the journal indexed properly, I figured I have like 4 months of questions that we didn't use because it's already May. So I started releasing questions. So that's how you find it. That's how you find it. Well, we can always get back on. I think the most important thing is that we don't beat ourselves up and we learn, right? Keep on chugging. How are you today, Taekwondo? Absolutely, Valerie. My pleasure. Makes it a little more analytical, says Ben Bacon Bits. I'm glad to hear that. Is anyone following the Chad Daybell court mess? I actually feel sorry for the defense. I have not looked into that at all. The prompts are keeping me writing daily, says Dennis from Boston. Heck yeah, I'm glad to hear it. This is the purpose. This is the idea. I'm glad it's working. It's working. Might not be improving fast enough. That sentence itself like bothers me for some reason. It's like everyone moves at their own pace. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. That's super unfortunate. Let's get some ones for Mary, her husband, and their counseling situation. Well, I'm glad you made it through. Sleepless nights are the worst. Sleepless nights are the worst. I bet you filled some journal pages. Yeah, if it's not working, I wonder what the holdup is. There's got to be some other snag, Valerie. There's got to be something that we're missing here. Maybe it's time to like reread a couple pages. I know that sucks sometimes, but often if I'm like doing everything that I should be doing and nothing's changing, I'm still just feeling super out of sorts and I can't identify why. I feel like I have to go back and like find out why, I feel like I'm like missing something, So I don't know, maybe that's it, maybe that's not. Just an idea that I had, Valerie. Sandy Fletcher, hey there. Good day, everyone. I'm new here, so don't know anyone by name. Only you, Spankster. Love and hugs to all from Perth down under. Love and hugs, Sandy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through and saying hey. Aryeh Schleider, hey there, buddy. Good to see you. Good morning. I'm sure it's the afternoon where you're at, but it's good to see you nonetheless. Kathy Mitchell, hey there. Kelly a Bitball, hey, how you doing? I've been away for a bit. Things have changed for sure. I love the idea of the prompts. Sweet deal. I'm glad you like that. I've been trying not to change too much. I don't want it to be such a big change, right? But I do have some ideas that I'm trying to implement, kind of slowly, one at a time. Those prompts came about because I'm having such a hard time indexing the pages of my journal that I'm like, we have 4 months of questions that are going to waste because it's like May now. So I decided to start releasing questions while I figure out how to index the book. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? I don't think I've ever said hello to you. Welcome in. Angie Politz. The older dude is probably at home doing something, but he'll be on this morning at 9 a.m. or 10 p.m. Pacific time. So about an hour or two after the stream ends, the older guy will be here. I'll tell him you said that. Hanging in there, Spanx, fighting to stay sober, gave away all my weed and edibles. Well, good for fighting the good fight, Taekwondo. Shannon Smith says, "Am I the only one who can't answer the questions in the prompts?" What pray do you mean? You can't answer the prompts? Yeah, I'm doing all right, Matrix. My title was back to it like a bad toothache. It's because it's Monday. We gotta attack a Monday like we attack a bad toothache. We gotta make Monday great again. I thought that was funny, so I threw it up. REA, I'm still not holding up well. Now it's day 2 of fear, no emotions, and I think I'm about to hit a depression spiral. Well, seeing it coming is that first step, right? You have the presence of mind and the present mind to see it coming. Now the real trick is heading it off or lessening the blow or mitigating it as much as possible. Is there a way to change trajectory? You're the only one that can answer this question, right? But if you see it coming, the power is way more in your hands than otherwise, right? Yeah, he's doing great, Kelly. He's doing real good. I mean, he obviously has ups and downs with the brain thing, but and his name's Tommy. No big deal. I don't take things personally. I was just farting around with you. I figured it was a great opportunity to make a funny. But he's doing great. And if you come back in like an hour and a half, he'll be here, and I'm sure he'd be happy to see you. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious, Kristen. I was super about it. I thought it was a great description. And telling him about it is that's for my enjoyment. I don't think I don't know, he might not like that description so much, but he'll take it in stride. Yeah, I'm all right, Body Illusion. Thanks for checking in. I just figured that might have not been the right way to word that title, but I figured we can attack a Monday like we would attack a bad toothache. We take it straight to the dentist. We're gonna make a great Monday today, right? Back at it like a bad toothache. I guess that does make me the younger dude. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's the best. Journaling gives me a panic attack. Why is that, Tina? I'm looking for Shannon Smith's response. I mean, I can understand why you would want to quit quitting and why you'd be struggling with sobriety if you can't answer the journal prompts. I mean, if you're not journaling, it's no surprise to me that this isn't working. I just want to say that. If you're not journaling, it's no surprise to me that this isn't working. And like I understand if you can't journal, but I guess I can't think of any reason right now why you can't journal. And that's why I'm asking why, because I want to understand. I'm sure that you have a good reason, or maybe it's those self-limiting beliefs we were talking about yesterday. Maybe it's doubt. If you're having panic attacks, yeah, it's totally related to trauma, right? Right, Tina? So you already know, you totally get it. And it's probably going to be the hardest thing you ever do in your life, but working through that trauma is going to liberate you. It's going to free you. If we can find a way to work through that trauma, the trauma of the journaling panic attacks, or not being able to answer the journal prompts, or just not being able to write, if we can get you to a place to write, or even if you use voice to text, like if that's different, if you can just tell your phone to write stuff down and make a journal that way, whatever it takes to get your thoughts out of here into a medium that's recording it, right? Whether it's writing it down, something you can go back and listen to, go back and read. It's absolutely essential. Absolutely essential. I can't believe that I achieved any measure of success without it. Looking back in hindsight. I'm happy you're here too, Kelly. Heck yeah. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, and if you get triggered, totally stop. I get it. Like, I don't think that processing that kind of trauma is like a force kind of thing. I think it's a subtle thing. I think it's a technique thing. I think it's a diligence thing, right? If you're getting triggered, I don't want you to hurt yourself, right? I don't want you to. Often we can do a lot more damage by pushing into the trigger than like recognizing the trigger and then treating it with an element of respect, right? I don't want you to push through and get wild. We're just talking about it, right? I think that journaling is necessary, and I recognize there may be obstacles between us and journaling. But it is of the utmost important that we find a way around or over through these obstacles. And if I can help anyone do that in any way, I am there. I am all there. Video confession style, exactly, Matrix Rabbit. That's one way that we've found works for some people. I'm glad to know you're still journaling, Shannon Smith. Thanks for answering my question. Just maybe the questions are more complicated than I can deal with. Okay, that is really good feedback. I have other questions. I have so many questions, it's ridiculous. I'm a question machine. My interview with Tara on Wednesday evening should be amazing. I should have so many great questions. I shouldn't talk myself up though, because then I have to deliver glow-in-the-dark frogs. Oh my, I'm so sorry to hear that, Tina. Well, maybe I can word the questions differently too. I might be able to help them land a little differently in your mind. We'll see. I thank you, Tina, and thank you, Shannon, for sharing that feedback with me. I'll see what I can do to work those around for these kinds of situations. I may have something for y'all. I tell you what, I feel like this is something we can work with. I feel like this is something I can solve. So I'm sorry y'all are going through that. I'm glad that you're having some measure of success, Shannon. And Tina, I am going to work up a solution that may benefit you. All right. Shout out to all the crew out there. Much love. You guys are the best. Best crew a guy could ask for. Casey, some people don't journal because they don't feel that they are in a safe space, safe place, safe mindset. These are key elements of a journaling environment right here. Safe space, safe place, safe mindset. So that makes sense. I might want to start with only recording positive thoughts, who you want to become, etc. Interesting. I started with positive affirmations in the mirror. I know that for some people, looking themselves in the eyes in the mirror is not easy, especially like when you're coming into early recovery. For me, that wasn't an issue. But yeah, if you positive thoughts, positive affirmations, positive self-talk, these things can bridge the gap for sure between where you're at and being able to journal. I totally agree, Casey. I think this is wonderful. A journal that pages burst into flames when filled. That would be pretty sweet. I'd buy one. Sharon HL, journaling causes me extreme anxiety, similar to how homework used to feel, but the video option might work for me. Sweet. Let us know how it goes, Sharon. And if it does work, you're off to the races, baby. I tell you what, I got my fingers crossed just for you. Not just for you. I got my fingers crossed for everyone, but for this specifically for sure. I journaled my dad's funeral by sending pictures and texts to my therapist. It kept me from causing a scene while everyone lied about how great he was. Interesting. Thanks for sharing, info dump truck. That sounds like a hard thing to get through, but it sounds like you handled yourself well. Tina Serlin, first, it's my pleasure. And, I think everyone is unique. I don't think that everyone should be, if you were done with the hard work at 78, what left would there be to do, right? I don't know. That's just how I try to look at it. But I don't think that you're late. I think you're right on time. That's what I think. Some people journal visually. They make collages. The question with that is if you go back months, years later, and you look at a collage you made, can you tell what the journal is? Can you tell what it's saying? You know what I mean? Will you look at the collage and remember what you were going through, right? That's the point, is the point of the journal is to be able to go back. Well, not only to get the thoughts out of your head onto a physical medium, but also be able to go back and read through it so that you can analyze your mindset and versus the moment when you are reading it, right? Present versus the past, and learn from it. So that's my only feedback on the collage. I feel like you need to be able to like in the future go back and read that stuff and know what it means. And some people are, I'm sure it works. Like I see stuff in pictures in my head. I know it's not that way for everyone. I'm sure that there's a million different ways that people think, right? But I don't know if that would work for me, even with the pictures. Like maybe if I was super on point, but sometimes like the neurons don't fire. Sometimes that smell doesn't remind me of that one time. Sometimes that song doesn't take me back to that time when I was a kid, it's not like 100% efficiency. So that's just my experience. I'm sure it could be wildly different for a bunch of different people. So that is an interesting idea, though, a collage. I was never big for collages, so no surprise that wouldn't work for me. Sandy Wandy says, I've done that, made a journal collage. Heck yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure it works for some folks. I have no experience with it, so it's hard to speak on. Miradira says, I do journal collages with writing. I really need the visuals to emote fully. Interesting. Okay. I'm with it. You guys know what you're doing. I'm just the messenger. You know what I mean? So I support that 100%. I support you guys. You know what's going to work for you. I feel like we all really and truly do know in our hearts like what we need, what's for us. We just have to like quiet the mind and the spirit enough to listen. I like that a lot, Seventh Son. I like that a lot. Running out of coffee. Running out of coffee. My grandma got into watercolors a few years back. She's a friggin' pro now. She's got like a little art desk with her paintbrushes and all her like effects and tools, and she likes to make like cards that she'll like holiday cards, whatever cards to send out to family, grandchildren, sisters, siblings, whatever. And she'll now like she knows how to scan her watercolor pictures onto the computer and then put it onto a card and then write a letter and then send it off. So I'll get like letters in the mail with her pretty watercolors. It's so sweet. She's the best. She's a saint. I love her. Shout out to Grandma. Hey, Gram. Love you. I doubt she's watching. I have invited her to. Yeah, it's totally okay to mess up every once in a while. And I do quite a bit of messing up. Don't get it twisted. I'm a pro. I'm a pro at screwing things up. So, it's gonna happen, and we got to take things in stride. So, yeah. I try not to put pressure. If it feels pressury, it's because that's how I like talk to myself. That's how I treat myself, and it's probably non-optimal. Something that I'm working on. But yeah, I don't intend to put the pressure. Just to talk about it. I need to find a song of the day. Just a bunch of metal, punk, and rap songs. I need to know, because I don't know how to love. I can hold on. Yeah. Don't quit your day job, Mike. That's what Grandpa used to tell me. Shamelessly. That's my go-to, Kristen. I just am too embarrassed to do it normally in front of people. It's a good sign, though. I feel comfortable. Secondhand serenade. Well, it can only be your call or fall for you then. 50-50. I feel like I've done one of these in the past, so it has to be the other one, right? What's the one where waiting for your... Yeah, that's your call. Waiting for your call, I'm sick. Call, I'm angry. Call, I'm desperate for your voice. The songs we used to sing. Yeah, I can't hit that note, that last one. Although it doesn't sound super great when he does it either. I mean, it does sound super great, but like not because it's in the right key at all. Not because it's on key, in key. I told my buddy Hunter, let's make Monday great again. And he said, immediately he responds, oh, I'm so down. And then he responds about 5 minutes ago, although it's raining and snowing here up a storm, so maybe we can start tomorrow. It's like, I don't know if that's how Monday works, dude. You got to make the best of all that snow and rain, dude. Hopefully he doesn't have to go work outside. That would suck. Dude, one of my biggest struggles is also not calling myself names. I am very, very good at talking down to me. Someone made a sweet suggestion to me the other day, Scooby Lee, and they said, I believe the suggestion was, when you catch yourself doing that negative self-talk, talking down to yourself, follow it up like with you acknowledge like, oh, I'm doing this again. then tell yourself some good stuff and then move on. Like, try not to hold on to it, right? Just try not to think much of it. And you can slowly kind of train your brain. I haven't started doing this yet, but I feel like it's going to work and I'm going to start trying it. Just like little by little, kind of correct myself and then let it go, like move on. Like, don't beat myself up for needing to correct myself because that's also my go-to, right? It's like I shouldn't even have to do that. But yeah, I thought that was a great suggestion that was given to me, Scoob. So I don't know if that will help you or not, but let me know if it does. Well, no, I don't want to put the music on because then we have to worry about it. Like, I can hear the music, but you guys can't. Right now, we're listening to Keys Be Nights by Catch 22, which is a ska song, if you're into that kind of thing. I want to get like a bulletin board or like a mirror that's not an antique, and like some markers that can dry erase markers that can write on it and stuff. So I have like a little board where I can put reminders that aren't paper sticky notes. I think that would be really cool. This is a lesson that I had to learn a lot, Scoob, like over and over and over. I would like idolize somebody and like really look up to them, and then like they would let me down in such a huge way. It was like a cycle I was in for about a year. I just kept happening to me. And then I realized like everyone's human, dude. You can't put them on a pedestal, you know? Make America metal again, mama. That's what I'm talking about right there, mama. I don't know why I say it like that. I just feel it feels right. I run out of room on my arm. Today, I asked my phone, Siri, why am I still single? And it activated the front camera. Savage. That's so brutal. Seventh. Oh my. I might get a new phone, right? Switch up. A piece of a piece of garbage. Spanx, have you made an Amazon wish list? No, I have not. I'm gonna write it down though so I don't forget it. A bunch of stuff just went on the list in addition to that. Lol. You know, it's possible. They have the potential to be, for sure. Is there a new Dragon Ball? Don't tell me, Scooby. Is this what we're both going to be doing today? Is there a new Dragon Ball? Spill the beans. Tell the truth. No, seriously though, is there a new Dragon Ball? That is motivating. Jemiah, good to see you. Things are looking up today, guys. You ever wake up and just be like, man, I'm not afraid of anything. I like feel good this morning. Like actually good. Like everything's just kind of okay. You ever like have that moment and it's like a surprise? Like it usually isn't okay. Like usually it's like anxiety or panic or fear or something that you're met with immediately. I've been having a lot of just okay days lately, like a lot of them, and it's a new thing. It's really cool. It's been a long time coming, and it makes me want to cry a little bit thinking about it. But it's really really cool. I tell you what, I deserve it. I'm behind in the manga. Oh, one day I'm going to have a manga library. That's one of my dreams is to have like a just, they're a little expensive. There's a lot of issues. It's going to take up a lot of space, but I still want it. I want it. I want it all. I want it physically in my house on a bookshelf. Volume 13, I believe 21 just came out. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Speak forth this magic. Colors seem brighter. I'm a big Pokemon guy myself. See, that's what I'm talking about, Becca Jean. I want like a little dry erase board or even like a mirror or something I can write stuff on. Sandy Wandy says, seventh, your phone may be possessed. I think it's almost tincture time, guys. I was hoping Brazy Girl would show up a little bit late. I know she likes tincture time, but we'll have to go without her. I'm sure she'll catch the replay. It's fine. I feel like that's a serious lack of boundaries, Shannon. I mean, I guess at that point, like if he's already walking away, right? It would probably be more trouble to correct him than like if he's never coming back, right? I don't know. I would hate that though. I would hate to be in your position on that. That doesn't sound fun. Dragon Ball Z box set. I'm jealous. Jealous. Oh, I see you. I see you. I didn't understand your question at first, Shannon. How can you have boundaries when a stranger just walks up and kissed on the cheek? Well, I mean, tell them that you don't appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't do that. Why are you kissing me? I mean, if it bothers you, right? Saying Donata is saying this is okay to do, right? Maybe it is okay for him to do the way that he did it. It's up to you. They're your boundaries. But if you didn't like what he did, you tell him that. Like, hey, I didn't like that. And then if he wants to be rude afterwards, it makes it that much easier. Just like, whatever, we'll get out of here then, right? Get out of here, you know? If you're going to act like that, people shouldn't be acting like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with being polite. I just don't. Saying Daynata is basically saying like what you just did is welcome and I appreciate it. Setting a firm boundary would be like, hey, don't do that. I appreciate your appreciation, but don't kiss me. You know, like we're not. I know in foreign countries that's how they do things as well. So that's kind of a hard one, Shannon. That's kind of a hard one. Yeah, I think your first response being polite is a good thing. Like you're a good egg, you're a good person, you know? There's nothing to be ashamed of there at all. But if we want to set good boundaries, um, maybe follow that up with, but please don't do that again. It makes me very uncomfortable. I have a husband. I don't know, anything. Yeah, Tara Smiling says stepping back and saying no is universal. No language barrier there. Barbie MO4, good to see you. Good morning. Been busy helping my mom who broke her hip. Got home last night. Been on replay here. Let's get some ones for Barbie's mom. Shout out to your mom. I hope that her hip. I hope that it works out well as it can. You know, I might have to skip tincture time this morning. My stomach is actually reminding me about tincture time last night. Oh, would you guys be mad if I skipped tincture time? Yeah, maybe we'll do tincture time tonight. We'll just go in hard. I did go in extra hard last night with the tincture because it wasn't burning my mouth very much, but it is definitely burning my insides a bunch. So I don't think that I underdid it last night. That's for sure. Brianna Miller says yes. Well, let's see. I'll do like a little drop. How about that? We'll do the one that I like the most. You know, this says haunted on it. It doesn't even have ghost peppers in it. What the heck? Carolina Reapers and Butte Jalakias, are they all the same peppers? Disappointment. Disappointment. That one was hot, though. Ugh. Warm and comforting in an odd way, said Christian Melinda. I don't know if we're experiencing the same sensation here. It kind of feels like right before you have to, I don't even want to say that. It's like a bad visual. It kind of feels like another sensation that is like the harbinger of a toilet visit. That's an okay way to say that. It kind of feels similar to that, but with more heat to me. Not necessarily a comfortable feeling. It is a feeling that tells me what I'm going to be doing here in the near future. You know? I mean, I don't know about incorrectly. You're just wired different. There's no incorrectly. There's Kristen, and then there's Spanx Calhoun. You know, it's all good. I am a huge proponent for the Christian wiring. I think it's great. I think it's a great way to wire stuff. Although I will say, Kristen, I have had it like that, where it's like just a little warm feeling. Like it's unmistakably there, but it's not like there's no pain or discomfort. It's just like a warmth. So I guess I do understand what you're saying. For me, that happens when I do like just a little bit, or maybe it's like a certain kind of pepper. I haven't really nailed it down. It's hard to nail it down, but I have experienced that. I think it's just more capsaicin in my gut, or maybe less tolerance, right? Maybe your intestines and your stomach are more resilient, have some resilience to them. Yeah, the Kristen Melinda wiring, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What is that song from the Lost Boys where he's like, ah, little sister? You know that song? I'm going to find out right now. Cry, Little Sister by Gerard McMahon. Okay. Okay. Lots of songs today. There's a rap beat that just came on my shuffle that samples that part of the song. So I just wanted to share. I love the original song, Cry Little Sister by Gerard McMahon. Great flick. Or not flick. Great track. I feel like I was there the day that you originally shared this, Jemiah. That does not sound enjoyable at all. I'm glad that the feet are back to normal. Are the feet back to normal? I guess I should ask instead of just assuming. One of my favorite movies of all time, and I can't tell you why. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. It's just it does something inside my body, you know? It just makes me feel like all kinds of ways. I really like that flick a lot. That's what I'm saying. Brianna Miller says different wiring is what makes life exciting. You know, if we were all the same, life would be so boring. I think equality is a joke. I think equality is a construct. It's not real. We're not equal. We're unique and special in our own ways. It's not about being the same. It's about being beautifully different. And I've been preaching that for a long, long time. I don't know if I've ever said that on the air, but I believe that. I think equality is a construct that is, if it's not ill-intentioned, it's ill applied at the very least. The way that we talk about equality in society, I think, is bringing us down and holding us back. We should celebrate our unique differences, not try to bring everybody to the same level, because we're not on the same level. We're all so different and so unique and have our own experiences that are wildly different. This equality thing has got to stop. I don't know why I'm ranting about this now. Maybe that's the haunted not ghost pepper in me. But yeah, we should celebrate each other's unique differences, I think, rather than try to make everybody equal. I think that's stupid. For rant time over. For any women on the boat struggling with making their feelings a priority, I recommend To Mama's Broken Heart by Miranda Lambert. Ooh, I like Miranda. Tube of Terror Gone Wrong videos are one of my favorite pastimes as well. They're just too good. They're too good. Yeah, when they act all tough and then they cry, it's hilarious. It kind of makes you feel a little bad too. It's real. Diversity is a strength. I'm telling you what. It takes a village to XYZ, to this, that, and the other, right? So, I listen to a lot of music info dump truck. I know that a lot of my music comes across edgy and like of a certain variety, but that's just because I prefer that kind of music. I'll literally listen to Mozart. I'm into it. I'm not a big critic. I'm just a big like appreciator. I can be very critical, but it's not my natural state. My natural state is that of appreciation and enjoyment. If I can find enjoyment in anything, I will. When I go to a concert and I'm not enjoying it, I'll just focus on the drummer. If I just pay attention to the drummer and kind of focus on him, I will have a good time. I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. I think what they're doing is really hard. I don't know. So I try to always bend things to my enjoyment. So I find myself enjoying lots and lots of stuff and discovering lots and lots of stuff because of this mindset. But yeah, Miranda Lambert, into it. I should start switching it up. I know I shouldn't blow all of my, maybe I'll wait. But that reminded me, I have a whole other slew of tastes in music that I can start slanging. You and tequila, baby. That's one of my favorite songs back in the day. Make me crazy. That's not really how it goes, but one is one too many. One more is never enough. I haven't heard that song in too long. Grace Potter and Kenny Chesney. A little duet. It's the bass for me. Hell yeah. Brianna Miller, have you ever seen the drummers that have the drum sets on stage where they like have to strap in and then the drum set like rotates, so they'll be like doing rolls upside down? And you ever seen those upside down drum kits and stuff? Make me crazy. If you make me a supercut, I will put it on the channel. If anyone wants to make shorts for the boat, please do and send them to me. I think that would be the coolest. My dad has been telling me I need to get on shorts, and I don't know if I have the bandwidth to do so. So if anybody would like to make some cool moments shorts from boat videos, you can just use the clipping tool up, from what I understand. And I'm pretty sure all my videos are clippable. So yeah, if any of y'all feel like doing that, that would be super dope. But not necessary. It's not necessary. It's just extra. So, but I mean, again, though, it would be super awesome. So let me know. Tommy Lee did the upside down drums thing. Yes, he did. Yeah, make some, Kristen. I bet your shorts are awesome. I bet you kick some shorts butt. All right, guys, on that note, I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm starving. I am starving. I think I'm going to do those pancakes, although it might be markedly easier just to do eggs and sausage again. Plus, there's protein involved, more protein. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to eat something. If it looks good, I'll take pictures of it. Kristen, Melinda, either or. I would, if it was me doing it, I would probably just pick a starting point because there's great material throughout all of it. I think the idea behind the shorts, and I might be wrong, I probably should do some research, right? But I think the whole point of the shorts is kind of like to bring attention in, because they don't make a lot of money. It's hard to get like a good message in, right? You can get like a couple sentences. You can get like, no more than 30 seconds, I think is what they say. But I think the idea is to because the attention span of humans is going down as time goes on, because we look at YouTube and stuff all day and just scroll and scroll. So I think the idea of the shorts is for super short attention span people to grab them and pull them in, and then get them, so that little 30 seconds will be interesting to them. So then they come in and find out that the whole thing is interesting to them. So I think that's the point of it. So whatever, old stuff, new stuff, if you think that it has some real lifeboat pizzazz to it, if it's a real lifeboat moment, that's all we're looking for. Or even if it's funny, if it's kind of silly, if it's just me singing even and it makes me look stupid, get it, go for it. I'm not going to get mad. So I support it all the way. And especially if it's made by the crew, I know it's made with love. So I'm not worried about it. Just let your creativity run if you end up doing it. Yeah, it's my hook, says Izzy. That's right. I could have just said that instead of the 53 words that I used to describe that. I have not listened to that lead song, but I will be putting it on as I cook. Unfortunately, there will be no camera to see me dance, but you can imagine. Lol, I don't doubt it, Kristen. I don't doubt it. All right, y'all, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications. If you like what we do here, it certainly makes a difference on our end. We appreciate it. Hey, Carolyn, needing a meeting. A short of Steve on his jalopy mower has 10K views. Explain that. Because jalopy mowers and Steve together is a crazy combo of awesomeness. That's my take. I'm a big fan of jalopy mowers and Steve for that matter. So, anyways, what was I saying? Like, subscribe, bell for notification. That's right. Admiral will be live at 9 or 10. That's what he told me this morning, 9 or 10. So an hour from now or 2 hours from now. We're not entirely sure yet, but check back in an hour, check back in 2. The Admiral will say hello to you. It'll be great. Yeah. So catch the Admiral here in a bit. And I'll see you guys this evening. We'll revisit Tincture Time with a new ferocity that has not yet been seen.